What's going on, family? Y'all see it. We got our beef shanks. Today we're gonna be preparing for you beef shanks in the Instant Pot. Okay? I love the Instant Pot because you can just set it, forget it, come back, and you got a marvelous and delicious meal. So right now we're gonna prep our veggies. We got our carrots, our celery, our onion. That's commonly known as a mirepoix. Okay, and we're gonna also add peppers. So we're gonna prep those. We're gonna cut them up. We're gonna roughly chop them, man. We don't need nothing too sophisticated here. Everything's gonna melt down and just become delicious. It's gonna meld into one flavor, man, and that's what we're looking for. Hey, while I got a minute, I want to say I humbly appreciate all the 174 subscribers. And to my day ones, Habakkuk, Uzziah, Ben Zion, Ruthie, appreciate it. And to the new subs, I thank you for your support and would love to get to know y'all. Leave me a comment, let me know what you think about the channel, and drop me some ideas for content. Let's break bread together with delicious food and love. Now back to the video. So now we're gonna prep our onions. We're gonna peel them. Again, I cut both sides off, the root, the tip. Go to get the skin off. Half them, we're gonna give it a rough chop. You don't need to be nothing extravagant. Okay? These might even disappear as they melt down into the sauce. We're gonna get those, let's get those onions out the way. No tears, no tear onions right there because they're fresh, man. Get your fresh onions. Make sure you got good onions from the grocery store. All right, we're gonna roughly chop again these carrots. Just a few, not too much because you don't want to crowd the Instant Pot. So, you know, just enough. I love carrots, man. These are like, out of everything in this pot, I think these are my favorite. They just taste so good. Chop up this celery. Then we're gonna get these beef shanks going. When I was younger, I used to eat these. My grandfather, he used to always make beef shank. And one day I asked him if I could have one. He let me have one, and man, I thank God he let me enjoy the flavor that he came up with, because this man could make some beef shanks. They were pretty delicious. So again, I just add my little spin on it with my flavors. So we're gonna chop these peppers up nice and rough. No real uniformity needed there because they're gonna slow cook in the pressure cooker. Let's get this out of the way. Look at that. Don't it look good? Somebody come look at this. Those things now this is gonna be the masterpiece of the dish. More so than the beef, probably. All right, let's season up these beef shanks. We got a little salt. I'm mixing a little onion powder in this blend right here. So we're gonna get them all seasoned up. Make sure you hit that marrow in the middle of the bone. That stuff is extra flavorful. It's like beef butter. Now let's hit it with my spice blend. All right, this is a no salt blend for beef. I'm working on this as well as chicken and one for fish. So you guys will be able to check that out a little later on. So after we season this side, we're gonna do the same thing on the other side, all right? So let's flip these guys over. If I can grab it. Look at all that beautiful meat. Make sure you season this thing, because when you add the other liquids to the Instant Pot, you don't want the flavor to be drowned out. So just make sure you plan accordingly. All right. So let's get that seasoning all in there. It might look like a lot, but it's not. It's definitely not. So now, as we've been seasoning the meat, we had our Instant Pot heating up. And we let the seasoning sit up in the meat for a little bit. Now we're gonna add our extra virgin olive oil and proceed to sear so that we can create a fond at the bottom of the Instant Pot. Okay, those are the beautiful, delicious little bits left behind after you sear. Okay, so those are things that's left after the searing process. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a little beef stock to it. Okay, so we can create a depth of flavor. So now we got our shanks in there. The goal is to get them nice and brown. Okay, once they get nice and brown, we're gonna add the other batch and we're gonna do the same thing. Get a nice little brown on them. You don't need to do too much. Okay, the key is just trying to develop levels of flavor. I'm gonna take those out. Look at the fond in the bottom of the pot. So we're gonna deglaze the pot with a little red wine. Look at that. I just scrape up all the little bits and they're gonna add so much flavor. All right, so let's go ahead and add the shanks back in there. Add our veggies. We're gonna go ahead and add about a cup of water. You don't wanna add too much because the beef shanks gonna create a lot of juice themselves. We're gonna throw our spice blend in there, our salt, just to season the veggies. Make sure that it's set to pressure cook, it's not venting, and the results are gonna be amazing. All you gotta do is press a button and your food will be done. It don't get no easier than that, family. Now look at this. Look at the results of our labor. We ain't do too much. We ain't do too much, but the results are amazing. All right. Now you can put this over rice, but I'm putting it over some garlic mashed potatoes. Garlic mashed potatoes. So let's grab all of this up out of there, all those good little bits. We're gonna grab as many veggies as we can. We're gonna let this reduce down and make a nice little gravy. There you have it, guys. We have our braised beef shank smothered in gravy over some mashed potatoes. Like, comment, subscribe, and enjoy.